HeyParis here, and listen, I realized that when I go to restaurants or like stores or when I step into Sephora, it's like people who know me like go and tell their management or like the person who's helping me to be extra nice with me because I make like reviews about stores and bad customer service and this and that. I've noticed that a lot. I've noticed that in restaurants. I've noticed that in Sephora's. I've noticed that when I'm just like shopping around in a random store, like a subscriber who works there will come up to me and then randomly everybody in the store is like trying to tend to my needs and everybody in the store is trying to like make me happy and shit. And to be honest, I don't want that. Like, as long as you give me good customer service like you're supposed to, you will not end up on my YouTube channel. I am not gonna come up on YouTube and make up some bullshit lie about your store or wherever you work for absolutely no reason. If I get bad customer service, I'm gonna let my subscribers know that I got bad customer service from so and so. But if you just do your job and you treat every single customer the exact same, then guess what? You're not gonna end up on YouTube. Your company is not gonna end up on YouTube. And if we at a restaurant, you're gonna get a $40 tip. I always give a $40 tip as long as you don't do no dumb shit. So you do not need to go to your manager or your server or whoever and be like, yo, that's HeyParis, and if you do a bad job, she gonna make you end up on YouTube. You gonna be on YouTube, okay? So treat her extra nice. No, treat me regular. Treat me regular like you treat all the rest of the customers. Treat me regular. Okay, so today I picked out a few stores and companies who have done me wrong, gave me bad customer service, and I actually wrote down about 10 of these places that have done me wrong, but I'm only gonna do 4 today because if you guys like these type of videos, I'll make another 4 and I'll finish up the list. But these are like the top 4 that actually pissed me the hell off. So one of the stories I'm about to tell you guys today actually recently happened. The rest are things that happened maybe last year or a little later in this year. So these are 4 times that I got horrible customer service. So being in Toronto, being from Toronto, there's not much to do in the week but to go to the mall. Even though every time I go there, I cannot find not one shit to buy. Like, why do I keep going back there thinking that the stores are gonna change or some shit? Like, for real. I go into Nordstrom, I go into Garage, and I go into the food court. Like, there's nothing else to do. Like, Toronto, step your pussy up. Step it up. I don't remember what we were going there for, but I knew I was looking for a winter jacket. Was I looking? Or Cameron was looking for a winter jacket. One of us was looking for something for the winter time, a winter jacket, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, as we're walking in the mall, I saw someone who I did not want, I didn't want them to approach me. I was like, girl, I haven't seen you in like 6 years, and if I see you, I know you're gonna say hi to me. I ain't trying to say hi to you, I ain't trying to talk to you. So, zoop, I went into the first store that I saw, which was Lacoste. So me and Cameron walked into the store, okay, and didn't nobody greet us, and there was nobody in the store except for us. We are the only customers in the store because ain't nobody buying Lacoste no more, okay? Nobody buying Lacoste no more. But we walked in, and nobody greeted us. They were looking at us with like snotty noses. They were looking at us like this. Like, okay, London Tipton, like, just calm down, honey. Just calm down, sweetheart. There's 2 women working, and they were looking at me like, this bitch cannot afford not a blood clot in this store, so we are not going to say hi to her. We are not going to show her any attention until I picked up a shirt. I picked up a green Lacoste shirt, okay, for women. I just picked it up because, you know, in stores, you need to like pick it up, look at it, see what it looks like. Like I can't tell the design when it's folded up like that, but again, it's Lacoste, so there ain't nothing on it except for a little crocodile on the side. But as soon as I picked it up, one of the ladies came literally like jogging towards me, jogging. Is it that serious? She came jogging towards me, and she's like, hi, that shirt is $79.99. Do you know that? Did you see the price tag? Okay, bitch, what's your point? What are you trying to say? Like, what is your point? So I looked at her and I was like, yeah, I know. She was like, okay, so you know it's $79.99? Is there a size you're looking for, or are you just looking? I said, this bitch did not use that condescending tone with me just now. No, she didn't. And listen, when I get angry, I have to talk like this. I have to lower my voice a little, because if I let that anger come through my mouth, y'all hoes gonna know that I'm the wrong one to play with, bitch. I'm the wrong one. So I had to breathe a little. I was like, because never in my life have I been in a store where someone asked me, am I just looking? Is that any of your concern if I'm just looking, or if I'm willing to buy? Am I not still a customer? What is the issue? So I just looked at her like, and continued looking at the shirt, because bitch, you are not getting a reply from me. If I do give you a reply, your feelings are going to be hurt. And I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, because there were plenty of things I could have said to that hoe. Trust me. So since this bitch was like really working my nerves, I'm like, let me stay in the store just a little bit longer, because I know she is upset as hell that I'm up in her store. For what reason? I don't know. What could possibly be the reason that this woman is upset that she has a customer? Because listen, there was nobody in the store until this couple came in, and they were treated like royalty. I was like, whoa, say a word. What's the difference? What's the difference between me and Cam and this couple, huh? Let me guess. Anyways, we won't get into that. But this couple came in, and the same lady who was helping me went up to them and was like, hi, welcome to Lacoste. Is there anything that you're looking for today? Oh, your baby is so cute, so cute. Da, da, da. And the woman who came in with her husband was actually mad that this lady, this Lacoste lady, was touching up her baby's cheeks, which I'll be mad too. You don't go walking around touching nobody's baby. Is you stupid? That's why Black China had to pop off on that hoe. I was so on Black China's side when she threw that stroller or whatever that shit was at that girl. You don't touch nobody's baby? Disrespectful. So her and her husband left because she was like, don't touch my child, please. Like, this is a newborn baby. You got germs all over your hand. I don't know if you've been itching your pussy or itching your ass, but either way, get your dirty ass fingernails away from my child. Like, this woman was mad, and I was like, thank you. Like, teach her some manners. Anywho, that couple left. But remember, me and Cameron were not greeted. We were not greeted, honey. We didn't get a hello. We didn't get a hi. Nobody even farted in our direction at all. So, I'm just saying. So I go to the other side of the store where the men's side is, and Cameron and I are looking at shirts. I'm picking it up. Cameron is kind of like, okay, Paris, let's go. Like, you know, we ain't buying nothing in this bitch. We just came in here to avoid the girl we were trying to avoid in the mall. But I'm like, no, now I feel like buying some shit because I just want to prove a point to this hoe. Like, I feel like buying some shit for real, for real. So I'm holding up this men's shirt like this, and I'm just looking at it, turning it around and stuff like that. She's like, that one is $89.99. So I don't know if, does he want to try it on, or like, what exactly are you guys here for? And bitch, I'm here because I want to be here. What are you talking about? Again, I don't answer her. She goes to the back. At this point, when we first came in, it was two women working, okay? She went to the back after I didn't reply to her. And the other woman who was there when we first walked in came out. I'm holding the shirt like this. This woman pulls the shirt out of my hand so quick, I didn't even see that it was her because the shirt was over my face like this, and she approached me from this way. So I'm holding the shirt like this, and someone snatches it out of my hand. Cameron's beside me, so I know it's not my man. So who the hell's grabbing shit from me? And as soon as she snatched it out of my hand, my nails needed to be refilled, okay? She broke my pointer fingernail. What is you doing? My nail broke. My nail broke. Are you guys listening? She pulled the shirt so hard that my nail broke. And it wasn't no little, you know when you hit your finger on something and your nail breaks and it doesn't hurt? No, this is the throbbing pain that goes straight up into your armpit, and that pain is just sitting in your armpit. You feel it in your stomach. My nail broke. Like, my real nail broke under my nail. Like, the shit was hurting. So I immediately grabbed my finger and I'm like, what are you doing? Cameron at this point is about to get heated. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to leave because I don't want nothing to go down. It's not, I don't want, you know, this petty ass bitch who for some reason has such an issue with me being in a store, shopping or looking, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna make her make this situation any worse than it is. So I held my finger, I'm like, what are you doing? Cameron is cussing at this girl as well, and she's like, you keep looking, it's either you look or you buy. At this point, she doesn't know my finger's broken, but I'm holding my finger. I'm like, oh, is that your policy? People can't come in and look at items? Is that your policy? Can I see that written somewhere? She's like, it's not written anywhere, but at this point, you're just wasting our time. I said, wasting your time? We're wasting your time and we're the only customers in this store? Are you kidding me? Are you for real? Then I said, do you realize you just broke my fingernail? Are you aware of that? You grabbed the shirt so hard that you broke my fingernail. And she went from, well, you're wasting my time, like you're basically wasting our time, to, did I really? How did I break your fingernail? And then she did this. I'm sure it was broken before you came in the store. It's like she scanned me from up and down and she was like, you broke ass hoe. Your fingernails was already mashed up before you came in here. That's basically the way she looked at me. And I said, oh really? So you're telling me that I came in the store and threw my fingernail on the ground because it's right at your foot, honey. It's right at your foot. Now she went from, you're basically wasting our time, to, I'm pretty sure you broke it before you came in here, to, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that. I swear to God on my entire life, I did not mean to hurt you in any way. I did not mean to break your fingernail. I'm so sorry. Deadass how she acted. I said, are you the manager? Can I speak to a manager, please? She goes, no, my manager's not here right now. I'm really sorry. Just give me 1 second, I'll be right back. So I'm standing up there waiting for a manager. I'm thinking she's gonna come back with a manager or some shit, right? So I'm just waiting, I'm chilling. I'm like, I can't wait to tell the manager that this bitch just grabbed the shirt out of my hand for absolutely no reason because she thinks I'm not gonna buy no shit. And no, I wasn't gonna buy no shit because I don't like Lacoste, first of all. But that doesn't give you the right to be grabbing anything from me and treating me like a second-class citizen or some shit, bitch. Fuck out of here. So she comes back and she hands me $20. I said, what is this for? She's like, to fix your nail. Like, I feel so bad. I honestly feel so bad for breaking your nail. I'm so sorry. Me and my extra self, y'all already know me. Me and my extra self, I said, $20? You think $20 can fix my nail? A fill-in, first of all, you'll pay for the whole fill-in, bitch. Because what you did was super unnecessary. And a fill-in is $80 at my salon. No, it's not. It's $35. But it's $80 at my salon since you want to break my nail. She was like, I don't have $80 cash. She's trying to speak low. And I'm talking loud because I want, there's people coming, not people, but there's like a couple who came in after all this happened. And I'm talking loud because I want them to hear the situation. And I see them peeking every now and then like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm talking loud and she's trying to talk low. She's like, I don't have that on me right now, but if you give me like 15 minutes, I can go withdraw it from the bank and I can bring it to you, okay? I said, bitch, I don't have 15 minutes. I have right now. I gotta go. So either you give me the money to refill my nails or I file a complaint against you or even sue your ass because this shit actually hurt. This wasn't a regular broken nail. I felt it in my armpits, okay? So she went to the back, came back out. She's like, I'm gonna withdraw the money. I'll be right back. She goes, she gets the money. She brings it to me. She hands it in my hand. She gave me $100 instead of 80. I'll take it. And she just kept apologizing. I grabbed the money from her hand and I left the store. No customer service whatsoever. I did nothing at all to deserve that. Like, it's one thing if I was being a rude ass bitch and I was like, y'all didn't say hi to me. How come y'all didn't say hi to me? Do y'all know who I is? Why didn't y'all say hi to me? If I was being like an arrogant ass bitch, then I deserve everything that she did to me. Her and the other girl did to me. But I did absolutely nothing except for look for clothing and not reply to you because you're asking me really dumb questions. I'm sorry I got a little heated just now, y'all. I apologize. This is not me. Let's move on to the next story before I end up doing something I regret. Okay? I got myself so heated, I need to go turn on the AC. Give me a second. Now, this situation is the whole reason why I'm doing this video, the situation I'm about to tell you right now, because this happened a week or 2 weeks ago. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, then I'll just tell you here right now. I'm in the market basically looking to upgrade my Jeep. I have I love my car. My car is awesome. I friggin' love it. Like, everything about it is amazing. But I just feel like upgrading it just because, like, I just feel like I want something new. I want some new to ride in. So I was debating against buying a 2019 Jeep Wrangler or a G-Wagon. So at this point, I'm comparing the two. I was comparing the two. I've chosen that I want a Tesla, actually. But at this time, I was comparing between a 2019 Jeep Wrangler and a G-Wagon. Now, obviously, a bitch like me cannot afford a 2018 or 2019 G-Wagon. No, sir, I cannot. So I was looking at older year G-Wagons, okay? My mom's boyfriend knew that I was looking for a new car, so he was driving down the street one day when he was done work and he saw a G-Wagon on a lawn at a car salesman place. And I'm gonna tell you guys exactly where the place is because I felt super disrespectful at this place. It was ridiculous. I'm gonna have to call my mom and ask her. Hold up, let me call my mother. Because my mother was there with me. My mother and Cameron was there with me when this happened. Let me ask her. Hold up. I'll put her on speaker too. See? Calling mom.
Hello?
Mom?
Yeah.
You remember that the place that we went with the G-Wagon and the man was being rude and racist?
Yeah.
What is that place called?
My God, it's Brimley. I think it's Brimley Chevrolet. It's on Shepherd and Malcolm and Shepherd.
Okay.
Brimley something.
Okay, I'll Google it. Bye.
Right.
Let me Google it now. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Miss Shirley. Sorry, this is Malcolm and Shepherd.
Huh?
Malcolm and Shepherd.
Markham and Shepherd? Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Well, Mama made a mistake. It's Markham and Shepherd. Let me look that up because I was Googling it and I wasn't seeing nothing. Hold up. You know what? I'm not sure if this is the place, so I'm going to call them and ask them if they have a G-Wagon for sale before I go and lie on this place. Hold up. On speaker. So you guys know I'm not lying. Let's see.
Thank you for calling.
And I'm going to hang up on them after.
This call may be recorded.
Because I don't like none of them in there. Hi, do you guys have a G-Wagon on sale?
I'm not sure. I have to get a sales for you, but a little bit busy right now. What year is the Jeep Wrangler you're looking for?
A G-Wagon.
Oh, a Jeep Wagon?
G-Wagon. It's a Mercedes truck.
Give me one moment. Yeah. What year is this one?
I think it's 2015.
Okay. You see it online or?
I drove by it.
You drove by it, you sort of seen it. Yeah, we do have it.
Okay, thanks. Yep, so it's this place. There you go. I hung up on her because I don't like none of y'all. So, Scarborough Town Chrysler. This place right here. Okay, you see that? They got good reviews and everything. I wonder if it's going to stay that way. Anywho, we went there, we saw the G-Wagon. It was a 2015 G-Wagon. And the reason why I got disinterested in it is because why go from a 2017 car to a 2015 car? That doesn't make sense. And I feel like now that I've thought about it, a G-Wagon is kind of like a status symbol in cars. Kind of like, oh, I'm doing well and I'm driving a G-Wagon, and I don't stand for that. I feel like you buy a car because you like a car. So even if you like a Toyota, you buy that Toyota if you like it. If you like a Honda, you buy the Honda if you like it. I personally like Jeeps, and I don't care how much it costs. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care if you like it or you like it or you like it. I like it. You know what I mean? But anyways, at the time, we walked up in there, and a man looked at us from inside of the store, but nobody wanted to approach us. Like, everyone was just looking at us from the window of the store. Nobody came up to us. I want to say maybe 4 or 5 minutes passed by, and I stand up like this. And I'm looking at him, looking at me from inside the store while we're standing beside the G-Wagon. The man comes out of the store, and he's kind of just lingering around us. He didn't say hi, didn't greet us, didn't ask us what we're looking for, nothing. Just walking around us, like literally not saying anything. So I'm just, my arms are folded like this, and I'm just watching him walk around us like, what is this man doing? Like, I don't understand what the purpose of you walking in circles is. And the more he's walking in circles, the more upset I'm getting. So my mom says, my mom is just like me. Me and my mom are literally twins, okay? So my mom says to him, what's the matter? You're walking around and acting as if we can't afford this and you don't want to help us. Do you guys want to know what this man said to me and my mother and Cameron? Cameron didn't hear, but you want to know what he said to me and my mother? He said exactly, Can you imagine that? I've never in my life been to a car dealership where someone openly admits that they think you cannot afford something. So what would be the purpose of me looking at a car that I cannot afford? So I looked at him and I said, excuse me? He's like, you can't afford it. That's why I don't want to help. When I tell you guys, I almost cried because I felt like I was being discriminated. When I tell you guys, I almost cried. My eyes were filling up with water. The way that I felt so targeted and so discriminated against. You guys don't even understand the anger and the sadness put together that I felt in that moment, because there's no other reason you would be thinking that other than the fact that me and my family are black. There's no other reason you would sit there and think that we can't afford this car, but we're looking at it for no reason. I've never in my life felt like that before, ever. That type of anger has never entered my body before, ever. I was so shocked, so appalled, so disgusted. I didn't even have words to say. I looked at him and I said, oh really? And I grabbed my mom's hand and I walked into the store. And you know what? I was gonna leave. I was gonna leave, but I really didn't want to see the car. I wanted to see the inside. I just wanted to check out the interior. I wanted to see the differences between this car and my Jeep. So I went inside and I went to the next person and I was like, hi, I just need some help. I want to see the G-Wagon. He gets the key and he opens the door for us and he says, the door's open. You could go ahead and look. I'll come talk to you after. So we go look in the car. Honest to God, the car stinked. It smelled like shit. It smelled like whoever owned the car before like vomited and shit all over the car and smeared it everywhere and then cleaned it up, and the stink is still lingering in there. It smelled disgusting in there. So that turned me completely off. As soon as I smelled whatever the smell was, I was like, I don't even want to look inside. I don't care what the interior looks like. I'll find another G-Wagon to look at. This one is definitely not this is not my car. This is not a car I want. No. Whoever owned it before is a dirty ass. So the new guy who's helping us now comes up to us, and it's like he spoke to his manager before he came to us, because he came up to us and the first thing he said to us was, it's not available for test drive. I said, who said we wanted to test drive it? I wanted to see the inside. He's like, yeah, I'm just telling you, we can't let you test drive it. It's not available for test drive. And I said, okay, but who said I wanted to test drive it? Who said we wanted to test drive it? Did any of that come out of any of our mouths? None of us asked to test drive the car. I just wanted to see the inside. He continues talking and he's saying, yeah, but my manager said that he doesn't want to put any more mileage on the car, so no test driving, okay? I'm like, sir, nobody asked to test drive the car. No one. What are you talking about? At this point, I'm so frustrated with this entire facility and their staff. So I'm like, you know what, guys, let's go. Cameron, mommy, let's go. Let's just leave. We get in my car to leave and I'm like, no, I need to speak to the manager, because I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight knowing that I let all these people shit on me for absolutely no reason, when all I was looking for was some help. That's all I was looking for, was help. Like, why is that so hard? I didn't ask to test drive it. I just wanted to see the inside, but apparently I can't see the inside because I can't afford it, and I'm not allowed to test drive it even though I didn't ask to test drive it. So on top of all of that, I asked the man, even if I didn't want to test drive it, I wouldn't be able to. So how would I be able to buy the vehicle if I can't test drive it? And you know what he said? You have to put a down payment on it first, and then you can test drive it. So what if I put the down payment on it and I test drive it and I don't like the way that it drives? Then what? He has no answer for me. Anyways, we go into the office and I'm like, can I speak to the manager of this place? And it's some guy who is acting all nonchalant, acting like a complete asshole for no reason. I didn't even say anything yet. Like, I'm getting mad. Like, this shit makes me want to cry, bro. Like, it's not cool. It's not, you should be treating everyone the exact same way, bro. You hear my voice? Anyway, I go to him, I explain the situation to him, and he's like, well, it's a amount of vehicles, so not everyone can afford it. I'm like, so sir, why would I be coming into your place of business looking at things that I can't afford? He's like, I don't know. So at this point, I could tell that he doesn't give a damn about my feelings or my business at his place. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just letting you know how we were treated and how super unprofessional it was for someone to come up to us and assume that we're not able to afford a car. And it's very unprofessional how you told your staff to tell us that we can't test drive a car that we didn't ask to test drive. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll talk to him. I'm like, him who? Which one? Do you even know which one I'm complaining about? Because honestly, I'm not complaining about the second guy who helped us. He was just saying what the manager told him to say. You get what I'm saying? I'm upset at the guy who told me I can't afford it. Even if I can afford it, why would you say that? That's just not nice, like straight up. He's like, oh, the guy who was just helping you, I saw him helping you. I'm like, no, not that guy. I'm talking about the Asian guy who just told me that I can't afford it. And he's like, which Asian guy? I'm like, so you're employing people that you don't know who's employed in your facility, nigga? Like, what? So I'm walking up the place looking for the Asian guy who told me I can't afford the vehicle, and I can't find him. So another guy who was watching the whole thing happen said the guy's name who was helping us, the guy who told me I can't afford it. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll talk to him. He didn't give a crap, and I promise you he didn't talk to nobody about it. Because he didn't care. He was not concerned about my feelings, my mom's feelings, Cameron's feelings, nothing. He didn't care. In the middle of me talking to him, he answered a phone call. Can you believe that? The amount of disrespect, yo. The amount of disrespect. Never in my life have I been treated like that anywhere. Like the Lacoste thing or whatever, that's petty female shit in my books, okay? But I'm letting you guys know right here, right now on YouTube, do not shop at, what is it called? Let me make sure I get the name right. Scarborough Town Chrysler. These people, do not shop with them. If you want a car, I'll tell you an amazing place that sells cars. If you're looking for a Jeep Wrangler, a Chrysler, a Dodge, go to the place that I got my Jeep at. Everyone there is super, super friendly and treats everyone with respect. Road Sport, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram at 2851 Eglinton Avenue East. Ask to speak to John. He will make you happy, and he's not a bitch ass nigga. Next story. Every single story I tell, I get even more heated. I'm only telling 4. If I tell all of these stories, this video is going to be 6 hours long. And I'm tired of being angry right now, honest to God. This next situation happened this summer, at the beginning of this summer, and I've never been to like a really, really upscale like lounge restaurant type ordeal before, so this was really new to me. And my friend, he told me to dress up, like he's been there a lot of times. He told me to dress up, look nice, and me and my friends all got together and we're gonna have a nice dinner at this place. I don't even know what it's called. I tried to Google it. I don't know what it's called. If I figure it out, I'll put it in the description box down below. But it's a really upscale, like rich people, like fine dining, rooftop, view of the CN Tower type ordeal, okay? So we all met up, we got to the top of the rooftop, and first of all, before I even get there, you have to go into an elevator to go all the way up to like the penthouse floor to get to the rooftop or whatever. And while we're in the elevator, we are surrounded by other people. And can I tell you how these other people are literally like this to us? Like they don't want us to touch them, as if like we're dirty or some shit. Like I don't understand what the problem is. I don't stink, I'm not dirty, and neither are my friends, so I don't know what all this is about. I let it slide though. I was like, whatever, like if you want to be ignorant, that's your own ignorance. I really don't care. But we get to the rooftop and the people who are in the elevator come out before us, so we're behind them. And my friend speaks for us and he's like, yeah, we need a table for 5. And the girl who's seating, or the girl who's like taking down, I don't know what she's, like the hostess or something, she's writing shit down and stuff like that. She's like, she's looking at us like this, first of all. I don't know what that even means. If someone could translate, I have no clue. But she's like, I don't know what the hell she said in her mic, but she has a mic and she's like them Sephora bitches. She said something in the mic and then she's like, and she was whispering it. She didn't say it out loud. She was whispering it. Anyways, and she's like, oh, unfortunately, there are no more tables available. We are all booked out for this evening. I'm so sorry. So we're like, okay. And at this point, I'm like, oh, like, it is packed. Like, all the seats that I can see are full. So I didn't think she was lying. I was like, all right, let's go. But my friend brings us aside. Like, this is where she's standing. My friend brings us over here. And we're just standing kind of talking to each other. And he's like, let's just see if a big group of people get seated so we know if she's lying or not. So we're just chitter-chatting a little bit. and then a group of like 8 people come, and they get immediately seated, and I see her looking at us from the corner of her eye like this. Okay, Google, stop! Okay, Google, cancel! Okay, Google, cancel! Damn, Google on a ride. So my friend's like, no, come, let's go talk to her again. Like, at this point, all of us, all 5 of us are just like, what was that about? Like, why? And not to continuously pull out the race card or anything, but we were the only black people in there. We were the only black people in there. I didn't see one other black person sitting there, eating there, chilling there, unless they were actually working there. We were the only black customers. Let me remind you. So we go back to her and we're like, I thought you said that there are no more seats available. How come they got seated? And she's like, oh, they had reservations. So at this point, I'm like, okay, they actually have no seats. Let's just go. Until this black girl who works there comes up behind her and is like, do you want me to seat them? So now we're all looking at the girl who said there's no seats like, girl, what? The girl who said there's no seats available says something in the black girl's ear, and the black girl goes, we have plenty of tables that are not reserved. We can seat them. And the girl's like, okay, if you want to serve them, then go ahead. Like, giving the girl attitude for serving us. What is the issue? What is the problem? Ma'am, what is the problem? So me, I speak for the whole group of people. I went up to the black girl and I'm like, thank you for being honest, but honestly, I do not want to eat at a place where I feel like I'm not accepted, because she just told us 2 times that there are no seats available for us to sit at. She just made 8 people go sit down and said their seat was reserved. And now you're telling us that there are plenty of seats for 5 people to sit at. So that obviously shows me that she doesn't want us eating here. And I don't want to eat anywhere where I don't feel welcome. So thank you for your service. Thank you for being honest and being nice. And may karma bless you. But her attitude stinks, and I think we're going to leave. Have a nice day, sweetheart, is what I said to the black girl. And I looked at the girl who said that we can't get seats. And I said, God bless you. My friends were like, no, we need to talk to a manager. We need to speak to a manager. I'm like, no, because if we speak to a manager and we talk to a manager, we're gonna be the only people in the whole place that's complaining, and we're the only black people. So we're gonna look like the loud, black, argumentative, aggressive, complaining black people that a lot of people view black people as. You get what I'm saying? So there's no point of complaining, because we're going to be the only people complaining while everyone else is enjoying their meal, and we're going to look like the stereotypical black people, and I'm not with it. So let's just go. Let's eat somewhere else. And we went and we ate somewhere else. And I'm going to find that place, because saying this story all over again just pissed me off. I will put it in the description box if I find it. I'm going to try and find it. I'm going to ask my friend. And the last story is at Starbucks. Okay? So this is like maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 years ago, when I never went to Starbucks before. This is my first time ever going to Starbucks, and this was my experience, okay? So I walk up in that bitch, and all my friends used to like post pictures of like their names on their cups and shit like that. So I was like, yo, I want to be like hip like them. I want to be cool and shit. But I didn't know what to order. So I was a little confused. I was so certain that Starbucks employees were like helpful and nice and like real, just like, I'm here to help you, you know what I'm saying? So I walk up to Starbucks and I'm like, hi, yeah, I've never been here before, so I'm not sure exactly what I want. Is there anything you recommend? The girl behind the counter is chewing her gum like, I don't know what you like, so I wouldn't know what to recommend. What do you like? I was taken back. I was like, oh shit. I thought this was gonna be a nice, friendly place, but I guess not. So I like hot cappuccinos at Tim Hortons. So I'm like, okay, can I get a hot cappuccino, please? She's like, you want sugar? Do you want cream? Like, do you want coconut milk? She's like listing all these things, and I'm like, I don't know what none of that is. Like, can you help me out? Can you just be nice and help me? So I'm like, yes, can I have sugar and can I have cream? She's like, how many? That's how she's acting, you know. She's like, how many? Like, she was a real ratch batch. Like, she had an attitude for days. And I'm like, 2. She's like, to what? I'm like, 2 sugars and 2 creams. She's like, coconut milk, anything extra? You just want cappuccino with milk and sugar? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay. She's like, what size? That's all, this is all she was doing the whole time. She just like dancing with her neck. I'm like, is you alright? Like, do you need to see a chiropractor or something? Like, so she asked me what size, and I'm like, a medium. She's like, we don't have medium. I'm like, a small then? We don't have small. I'm like, okay, I'll take a large. We don't have a large. So I'm like, so what do you have then? She's like, a venti, a grande, or blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, so one is small, one is medium, and one is large. So why does it matter if I say venti, grande, or whatever? Just get me a damn medium. Whatever a medium is, get me that. Like, what is the problem? I didn't realize I had to learn Starbucks lingo in order to make an order. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, whatever the medium is called. And she's like, I was like, why am I receiving all this attitude? I'm being nothing but nice. And this is back when I didn't speak up for myself. This is back when I used to take shit from people. You get what I'm saying? I was young and I was like, oh, she's being rude. Let me be extra nice since she's being extra rude. Like, I hated the old me. Like, y'all need to speak up for yourself and don't make nobody shit on you. Don't make nobody walk on you. When you get bad customer service, you make complaints, ho. This is 2018. Everybody needs to be treated with respect. I don't care who you are, what you look like, your height, your color, your age, your gender. I don't give a damn. If you don't like working in customer service, go find another job, ho. For real. Pissed me off. So she's like, and what's your name? At this point, back then I was a little bitch. So I'm like, I got sad that she was like yelling at me and moving her neck and she didn't give me attitude because I was like, I didn't do nothing. I was like, never mind. And she's like, how do you spell that? And I'm like, I said, never mind. She's like, yeah, how do you spell it? I was like, I gotta go, cause your ass is super uneducated. I don't know how you got this job. You ever heard of somebody named Nevermind before? Maybe in your family, not mine. I don't know nobody named Nevermind. So I start leaving, and as I'm leaving, she's like, if you didn't want anything, you could have told me that so I could have took the next customer. So I stopped and I'm like, next customer? Bitch, I'm the only one in here. Fuck you talking about? And then I left and I went to another Starbucks and they were very nice to me. And those are the only 4 stories I'm telling for today, unless you guys want to hear more. If you want to hear more, leave a comment down below and let me know. I want to know your worst customer service experience ever. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do not leave out any details. I want to hear the whole story, okay? Make sure you follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. All that jazz in the description box down below for your convenience. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I love you guys so much. Don't gotta tell you twice, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye guys! Mwah! Don't let nobody shit on you. 2018, bitch.